Hi everybody, it's the 28th of Feb. It's still pretty quiet overall in the markets, waiting for Trump to speak. He'll be entertaining as usual, I'm sure. The main thing to watch out for is if he's going to explain what tax cuts he's going to do, what sort of spending. It looks like there's going to be some spending cuts to fund military spending. So it's going to be interesting to see what he comes out with, and then it's going to be interesting to see how the Fed reacts in the next few months. I'm not convinced they're going to hike rates in March. I think if Trump's going to finance all of this spending and the tax cuts, then they need to keep an eye on their bond prices, and in order to keep that in check, they need to keep interest rates going down. So that Trump can borrow money at a reasonable rate, pay obviously as well as paying off, use it as to pay off the old debt. It's almost like a Ponzi scheme over there, and then also to pay for all these tax cuts and infrastructure spending, etc., etc. So we'll see what happens. I won't be surprised if we see QE4 at some point. I just can't see any other way they're going to fund this. Otherwise, he'll have to backtrack on things that the market has priced in. There could be some wobbles coming up. But anyway, like I said, it'll be entertaining, I'm sure, and we'll see what he says. So one trade I have put on today, it's been hard to find things to trade. It's been very, very quiet. Take a very quick look at the FTSE actually first. A couple of days ago, it came under a bit of selling pressure, but it bounced back really quickly. It was almost like a bit of a bear trap, really. If people were getting short on the break of 72.50, it got scooped back up pretty quickly. So this is it in here. This is Friday. You see right off the 50-day, it got bought really aggressively. So we're back into this sort of 72.50. 7,300 kind of zone. So it's all very, very quiet at the moment. Something's going to happen. I'm just don't think anybody's quite sure what, or what's going to trigger it. More importantly, there seems to be a real lull at the moment. But I have traded HSBC today. That went X last week. It went X a bit badly. It announced decent results. There's one or two problems, but also announced a share buyback, which should underpin the shares. Plus, it's a good blue chip stock. It pays a decent dividend. It's got a decent yield. It's a pretty steady sort of stock. Please ignore this. This must be a problem with my data provider, which is eSignal, who in general are very, very good. And I think their charts are excellent. But I'm not sure why there's this big wick on this candle from yesterday. I double checked with my broker. It definitely didn't trade anywhere near down here. She said the low was about 643 yesterday or something. But anyway, it's sold off after a combination of results. There's some sort of there's a few more sort of litigation problems it's facing, and it went X badly. Went to X dividend badly last week. But this is quite an important level around the 640 sort of level. It was old resistance over here. It's become support. It's dangling on there again. So I've sold some July £6.40 puts. I've sold 3 of them, and I got 31.75p for those. So £317.50 per lot. Yeah, so that's HSBC. And we'll see what Trump brings, and if there's any more movement. Hopefully there's some movement one way or another. And we can come up with some more ideas.